Luc Bouchard with Solvac Life Coaching Services. I've been a certified life skills coach for 22 years, and I specialize in men's issues and what keeps men stuck and how men deal with their emotions or how they don't deal with their emotions. Today is the 69th video of the 72-day challenge. 3 left. I'm pretty pumped, pretty excited. It's the 10th week and it's wrap-up week. Our daily focus is emotionality, and today the topic is 3 points from the last 9 videos on how men deal with their emotions and how they're socialized. In this video today, we're going to cover content from video 6, which is understanding feelings, video 13, which is how men are socialized, and video 41, can a fish study water? When it comes to understanding feelings, what we really need to know is that there's a distinction between feelings and emotions. And feelings come after emotions. Emotions are what happen to us when in any given situation where something comes along that that has an impact and causes us to think about something. Feelings are what we do with it. So here's an example. I'm driving with my girlfriend to go to a dinner party and we're late. And we're beyond fashionably late. We're like, people are going to be waiting for us and it's not good. Well, in this scenario, I might be getting really quite upset and bent out of shape about being late, whereas my girlfriend is just going, yeah, we'll get there when we'll get there. We're both having the same experience of being late, but she's internalizing it different than I am. For her, she might be going, oh, well, you know, shit happens. What are you going to do? And I may be going, what are these people going to think? How rude, how inconsiderate, we should have been there. This is just not what we do. I wouldn't want these people doing it at my place. And I'm having a very different experience with being late than she's having with being late. And that's what we need to understand about feelings versus emotions, is that we all have emotions. It's what we do with them and how we internalize them with our feelings that makes a difference. And where we learn about that is from our past and our background. For me, being late, I was always taught it was really rude, and frankly, it was hammered in that you're never late. And so I have this angst about being late and what might people think, and because, you know, if I'm an inherent pleaser and I want people to like me, then that's even going to add to it. So emotions are how we're impacted, feelings are what we do with it. In video 13, How Men Are Socialized, I referred to a book by a family therapist named Terence Real, and he wrote a book, I don't want to talk about it, The Secret Legacy of Depression in Men. And what Riel does very well in this book is he explains in great detail the idea that men, boys, how men become disengaged from their feelings actually happens at a very early age. And his example for this is that at 4 or 5, it's probably okay for a boy to go to his mother if he's hurt and get some nurturing, if he's got a sprained knees, get a kiss on the knee, even from his dad, and go and get some sort of caregiving from their parents. At 11, 12 and on, it becomes less and less appropriate for that boy to go and get some nurturing from their parents. Certainly not okay when they're 15, 16, and not when they're an adult. So Riel's question is, how come this goes away, especially when it doesn't happen with girls? Why is it that at one point it's okay, and then within a fairly short period of time it's not okay? In the span of a person's life, 4 or 5, it's okay to get that nurturing, 6, even 7 maybe, but 6 years later it's not okay. And that's about how boys are socialized to distance themselves from their emotions. They're socialized from their family, they're socialized from the education system, from sporting events, from TV, from video games, movies, popular culture. All that is really about, you got to be a man and you got to suck it up and that type of stuff. And it's really about, don't you dare feel those feelings that we're not supposed to feel, which are things like shame, embarrassment, anxiety, and fear. We're not supposed to feel those. Although those are our emotions and those are what's going on, we're not supposed to have those experiences. In video 41, Can a Fish Study Water? That bizarre topic is really about understanding that until we actually have a process to remove ourselves from our environment and our socialization, we don't know we're actually involved in it. We don't know what's going on. We just kind of carry on. So the idea of a fish studying water is that a fish, unless a fish can actually remove itself from its watery environment, lake, stream, river, ocean, sea, whatever, until it can actually remove itself from that watery environment, it's not going to know all the aspects of how it's being affected. And that's the same idea of actually what I do with my clients, is I actually remove them from, not physically and not really, but metaphorically, I remove them from their actual surroundings by pointing out their socialization, what they've been taught, how society treats them, the expectations upon society, and hold that up and say, look at this, and how much of this is affecting you, and how much of this is really your reality. And when my clients get the understanding that this is going on, first of all, often they didn't know some of the nuances of it, and second of all, they get to understand how they participate in that. And very important work. So the fish studying water is just a metaphor for, can we understand our circumstances and how we're influenced by society and all the things around us. Those are the 3 videos from the past 9 weeks on emotionality. And I am Luc Bouchard from Solvac Life Coaching Services. I am this close to being done, the 72-day challenge. Woohoo! I'm a pretty happy videoer. I'll be back tomorrow with video 7, creativity. And I've decided to do with my creativity video a collage of many different things. So it's going to be the different creativity I've done, but also probably some outtakes. So no cooking in this one, but there might be some content about cooking. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and at this point, actually, by the way, I'm in California at the World's Greatest Speakers training, and I'm really quite excited. This, of course, I've launched it. I posted this a few days early, but right now I'm in California, and this will be day 2 or 3 or 1. Yeah, this would be the 2nd or 3rd day of the World's Greatest Speaker training, and I'm really excited about being down there. And this, of course, is being shot a few days. Well, a lot of these were shot in advance, but this one specifically. So anyway, I digress. Tomorrow is 70. Tune in. Bye now.